Hey guys, good morning. Hope you guys are awesome today and a Friday. Pre-blizzard storm weather this morning. Doesn't look too shabby at the moment, but I'm sure it'll get worse throughout the day. So today we're going to cover 3 steps of building wealth. This article I found was by Investopedia. All right, let's get into it. Building wealth is a topic that can spark heated debate, promote quirky, rich schemes, or drive people to pursue transactions they may otherwise never consider. But this 3 simple steps of building wealth, a misleading concept? The answer is no. Basically, to accumulate wealth over time, you need to do just 3 things. What are they? 1, make money. 2, save money. 3, invest money. We'll just go through a couple of things here. The takeaways for this will be, hopefully you'll get this. Building wealth over time is a matter of following 3 basic steps and sticking to them. Next point. The first step is to earn enough money to cover your basic needs with some left over for saving. Key point, savings. The second step is to manage your spending so that you can maximize your savings. Perfect. The third step is to invest your money in a variety of different assets so that it's properly diversified for a long haul. Something I didn't cover here is understanding taxes and tax laws and how to pay them, but not too much of them. Right, but we'll carry on with the article here. Understanding 3 simple steps to building wealth. First step, making money. This step may seem elementary, but is the most fundamental one for those who are just starting out. You've probably seen charts showing that a small amount of money regularly saved and allowed to compound over time eventually can grow into substantial sums. Compound interest is awesome. But those charts never answer the basic question. How do you get your money to save in the first place? How do you get money to save money in the first place? There are 2 basic ways of making money: through earned income and or passive income. Earned income comes from what you do for a living, while passive income is derived from investments. You may not have any passive income until you've earned enough money to begin investing. If you're about to start your career or contemplating a career change, these questions may help you decide on what you want to do and where you earn your income is going to come from. 1. What do you enjoy? You will perform better, build a long-lasting career, and be more likely to succeed financially by doing something that you enjoy and find meaningful. In fact, one study found that 9 out of 10 workers say they would trade a percentage of their lifetime earnings for a greater meaning at work. Okay, number 2, what are you good at? Look at what you do well and how you can use those talents to earn a living. What do you like? Let me know in the comments if you have something that you're good at and that actually you are earning a good money at. Number 3, what will pay well? Look at careers using what you enjoy and do well that meet your financial expectations. One good source of salary mission as well as growth prospects for various fields is the annual Occupation Out Handbook published by the U.S. Bureau of Statistics. I think Canada has one on their Canadian website as well. So let's check those out, see how much people make, and if you like the job and you can do it and it makes you happy, then definitely get into it. How do you get there? Learn about the education, training, and experience requirements needed to pursue your chosen career option. The Occupation Outlook Handbook has information on this too. Taking these considerations into account can help you put you on the right path. If you don't already know exactly what you want to do, once you've landed a job, you should also evaluate your income situation periodically. Say at least once a year. Ask yourself, is your current income adequate for your needs, including savings? Do you believe that if you stay with the present company or your current line of work, your income will increase at a reasonable pace in the future? Interesting question. Right, let's get on to step number 2, saving money. Saving money won't help you build wealth if you end up spending it all. To set more money aside for building wealth, consider these 4 moves. First move, track your spending for at least a month. You may want to use a financial software package to help you do this. A small pocket-sized notebook could also suffice. Record your every expenditure, no matter how small. Many people are surprised to see where all their money goes. I'm sure you can probably use the app these days as well. Maybe come with all their phones in their hand, right? Number 2, find the fat and trim it. Break down your expenditures into needs and wants. Food, shelter, and clothing are obvious needs. And health insurance premiums to add the health insurance premiums to that list, and life insurance and stuff. Also, with auto insurance, if you own a car, and life insurance if other people are dependent on your income. Many other expenditures will merely be wants, but take a hard look at both categories. While you can probably eliminate some wants altogether, you may be spending more than you really should on some needs such as clothing. Number 3, set savings goals. Once you have a reasonable idea of how much money you can set aside each month, try to stick to it, or just stick to it. This doesn't mean that you have to live like a miser or be frugal all the time. If you're meeting your savings goal, feel free to reward yourself and splurge an appropriate amount of money, of course. Once in a while, you'll feel better to be motivated and stay on course. Number 4, put savings on automatic. One of the easiest ways to save is the set amount of each month to arrange with your employer or bank to automatically transfer into a certain proportion of every paycheck into a separate savings or investment account. Similarly, you can save for retirement by having money automatically withdrawn from your pay and put it into your employee's 401k or similar plan. Financial planners usually advise give to at least enough to get your employer's full matching contribution. Keep this in mind too. You can only cut so much costs. If your costs are already down to the bone, then you should look for ways to increase your income. Yes. Step 3, invest money. Once you've managed to set aside some money, the next step is investing. It is so that it will grow. Before you start investing, however, make sure you have some money set aside and to handle unexpected financial emergencies. A common recommendation is to build up enough to cover at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in a liquid account, such as a bank savings account or a money market fund, which is easy to access. Investments vary in terms of risk and potential return. As a general rule, the safer they are, the lower potential return, and vice versa. If you're already familiar with various types of investments, it's worth spending a little time reading up on them. While there are all kinds of exotic investments, most people will want to start with the basic: stock, bonds, and mutual funds are key. Stocks are shares of owners in a corporation. When you buy stock, you own a slice of that company and will benefit from any rise in its share price, as well as any dividends that it pays out. Stocks are generally seen as riskier than bonds, but stocks can also vary widely from risk from one corporation to another. Bonds are like IOUs from the government or company. When you buy a bond, the issuer promises to pay your money back with interest. After a certain period, as a very general rule, bonds are considered less risky than stocks, but with less potential upside. At the same time, some bonds are riskier than other bonds. Bond trading agencies assign them a letter grade to reflect that. Mutual funds are pools of securities, often stocks, bonds, or a combination of the two. When you buy mutual fund shares, you get a slice of the entire pool. Mutual funds also vary risk depending on what they invest in. Perhaps the most important investment concept for beginners, or any investor for that matter, is diversification. Simply put, your goal should be spread your money among different types of investment. This is because investment form differently at different times. For example, the stock market is on a losing streak. Bonds may be providing good returns, or stock A is a slump and stock B might be on a tear. Mutual funds provide some built-in diversification because they invest in many different securities. And you'll achieve greater diversification if you invest in both stock fund and a bond fund, or several stock funds and several bond funds, for example, rather than just one or the other. Okay, guys, there's more to this article. If you want to check it out in your email, there's different ways of EFTs and how to buy mutual funds and stuff. But The bottom line is, while getting rich screens sometimes may be enticing, the true and tried way of building wealth is through regular savings and investing, and patiently allowing that money to grow over time. It's fine to start small. The important thing is to start. Right? Start saving your money. It's a good thing, guys. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your weekend and have a Merry Christmas. It will be white here in Ontario this year, which is pretty cool. A little bit of snowstorm, but gotta deal with it. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Have a great weekend and a Merry Christmas. Goodbye.